there, and that is good. Good. Should be that in there as well. Right, cool stuff. Okay, I think we're here. Oh, we are. Hi guys. Welcome to Queensville. First of all, got to tell you that tonight's broadcast has been changed to tonight. Because tomorrow I can't do Queensville tomorrow, guys. I'm afraid. So tonight I thought I was free for about all night actually. I've done my work. I thought, well, I'll come on tonight instead and keep you guys informed. Anyway, welcome anyway, guys. Welcome. It's been a chaotic month. Just ignore them, by the way. That's something else I'm sitting. Anyway, big welcome to the show. It is the final Queensville of the year. It is today, being the 22nd of November. As you all know, December. I won't be doing Queensville in December, so this is the final one from me this month and for the whole time I'm on for YouTube. Guys, I have been absolutely busy. Things have been absolutely chaotic. And so tonight on Queensville, we're going to do a few things tonight. I'm also going to mention some exciting news that's happened to me as well, and a lot of things going on. So please don't tune away, because this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to start off, very first of all, before we do anything Queen related, because we've got a lot to talk about. First thing we're going to mention is about Whitby Goth Weekend. The first thing I've got to tell you guys is it was amazing. It was absolutely fantastic. Whitby Goth Weekend was a great weekend I had, and Whitby was brilliant. The weather was a bit of an issue, but as you've seen on the video on my channel, the Whitby Goth Weekend was absolutely outstanding. It was brilliant. And we had a great time, and the mission was a great success, and basically we had an amazing time. It was great. It was so cool. And I literally have to say a big thank you to Chris for the weekend. It was really amazing, and it's just been it was great. So great stuff. Right, okay, second thing to mention is that last week I was in London, and I had an amazing time in London. I was not meant to go to London until the Friday, but I went to London on Tuesday, and everything went a little bit chaotic for me last week, which was crazy when it was just insane. But anyway, first thing I want to mention is that I went to Westcliff just this weekend, and I met up with Mark and Gemma, and I had such an amazing time. I was really digging the scene. Essex is a great centre to be there. Where they moved originally from London, I moved to Westcliff. Beautiful area. But there's a few things while I was down there. I've been keeping a big secret from you guys that you probably want to know what I've been up to. Things have been changing a lot for me for over the past few months. Now, what's been going on is I've been getting back into Queen collectors, and also been involved with a project. Now, I can't say I'll be definitely doing it because I don't know what's happening with the situation. But what I can tell you is, Sunday, I had such a fabulous time on Sunday. I was auditioning for a band with Mark's band, which is his Queen band, and I was the lead singer for that day. Now, we went to the studio on Bleeding Ears Studio in Essex, and it was a fantastic studio to be in. And there was 4 of us in the room, and we basically played, I sang a lot for 4 hours, which was unbelievable. We went through all the songs, went through every single Queen song we knew, everything, bass parts and guitar parts, and it was absolutely brilliant. And we gelled so much on the night that we just thought this band is going to take off, and we kind of was going to go there and develop it a bit more. So we recorded the whole rehearsal on audio, and I'm hopefully going to try and get that posted onto Queensville very soon, guys. And you'll hear most of the sessions that we did, and it's come out really good actually. We've sent it to all the band, and they've been interested to get me back in. But as I say, guys, I can't say a commitment yet until it's officially finished. So I can't make a commitment to this. But all I can say is that I had a great time, and I'm feeling tired now, but I'm not feeling too tired in a way. But I had a great time on Sunday. So now comes the fact that you guys wanted me to know about the Freddie Mercury documentary, Who Wants to Live Forever, on Channel 5. If you didn't see the clip on YouTube, this is what I watched on Sunday.
Beforehand, there was nobody like him beforehand, and there's been nobody like him since.
I just don't think I could go on pretending like this anymore.
There were whispers, no one knew how not well he was or what it was.
Freddie felt that he could be cured.
He was two very different people. To mark 25 years since his death.
Show must go on, darling.
The Freddie Mercury Story, Who Wants to Live Forever, Sunday at 9 on Channel 5.
If you guys didn't hear the audio, that's my fault because it went audio. Anyway, that documentary was aired just Sunday gone, and I have to say there's a lot of things I want to mention about that, because from my point of view, it was absolutely perfect. There was not one single thing wrong with that documentary at all. Now, I was very surprised that John Blunt portrayed Freddie Mercury in that documentary. Now, there's a lot of things I need to mention about this thing. The first thing was, I didn't know this was going to be about a controversial film to watch. It felt like I was watching a 2-hour film, actually. Now, I was very impressed with everything about that, and also some stuff that we Queen fans never knew about. We never knew about the dark side of Freddie. We never knew about the love affair with Freddie, and it was really brilliant. Now, Leslie Ann Jones was interviewed as well, and Ratty was interviewed, and Peter Strecker was interviewed as well. And there has been a lot of talk about this since it was aired. And I mentioned one comment that really offended me a bit was one person on the Queen page had said that it said apparently that the Queen, why was Brian and Roger not filmed for this interview? The comment I've made on Facebook is, it's not about, those two are not in this film. It's about his personal life, and it's also his decadent life as well with Jim Hutton. Now, everything on that documentary was fantastic. I mean, we've had, me and Mark and Chris have had conversations about this week. We agree this should be released on DVD. There should be an uncut version of that on DVD, because there's been bits edited out of that I've noticed. But for Channel 5, great job. Potato TV also backed it up as well, who were they actually, Potato TV is part of the RTV group, and they actually have they did the Tipping Point show as well. And I was so really into it a lot, and it was really good. So I can't say it was good, it was excellent. It was just 100% fantastic. So I have to say, guys, if you haven't seen that yet, do watch it on YouTube. You can still get it on Channel 5 until the end of the month, which is great. And as for people who want to download it, I don't know if you can download it or not off Channel 5's website, but that thing was just really amazing. So whoever had the patience to really research that and direct it, that was just absolutely fantastic. So I have to say that was really the best highlight of the Sunday, was watching the Freddie Mercury documentary, and it was just really, really fantastic. Everybody, just all around the world, have watched it, and I think everybody's had good feedback about it. But some points some points on Facebook I'm disagreeing with, that they are just stupid, and either you guys just want to just go and blow over there and start pissing it off. Well, guys, I told you before, it's nothing about the band, it's about him, right? So I'm glad this was aired and it was shown, and what a hell of a good part for Jim and John Blunt to play that as well. So it was really, really brilliant. So I have to say, massive thumbs up to Channel 5 for that. Absolutely fantastic. So while I was down London and seeing Mark, I got some vinyls again. I was yesterday he gave me a bag full of vinyls, and I have them here actually in my possession. And this morning I've been cleaning them, tried to clean them. Looks like some of them have to be done with glue because the glue has obviously stained some of the records, which is kind of a bit thingy there. So we have some 7 singles, we do, and the first one we've got is the Backchat single. This is Backchat. This is the original release of it from 1982, and my camera's gone blurry again. I hear every time when my camera comes on, I can't get this autofocus right, so I'm going to move the autofocus over there. I'm going to put you back. That's it. That's it. So this is Backchat. This is a single. This is EMI. This is EMI 5325. This is the original single version of it, which is just as it is. B-side's got Stay in Power, which is also the original vinyl version of it, and it's it's been mastered at EMI. This is actually the new Ethnix number that was on it actually. And it doesn't actually say who did it because apparently there's no indication who did it. Nick Z did that one, so it's cool. Great sound on that one. Can't go wrong with that. Really good stuff. Next we got is Flash. A badly damaged Flash. Yesterday it was raining here in the northeast. It was unbelievable, and this got damaged in the rain. So I have to repair this one. So it's this is the Flash theme, football fight as well on the B side. This is the cream edition of the single, which is Flash. The number on this is EMI 5126. This is I think this is also a Nick W production, I think as well. I think it is. Can't really see on it. Yeah, Nick W again, so it's cool. Football Fight is not the version on the album. It's actually a single. It's just a single remix of it. But that's a single version of Flash. Let's say I have a bit damage, but still good stuff. Yeah, good quality. So nice in my collection. I will get a push for that, which is just to get it done. Next one we have jukebox edition of It's a Hard Life, which is Queen 3. This is a Nick. I think it's Nick W again. No, it's Noel. No, Penthouse as well. This is a single release. This is the one we created with. We're on this understanding that obviously you can tell by the that this has been very, very damaged around the main groove there. That's been timelessly played, and it's been badly bad condition. But somehow I will get that cleaned up, and we'll actually get it all repaired on that one, which is really cool on that one. Normal versions as always. This is a single version of it, and obviously this was just the world we created on the other side. Now we'll go on to rare stuff now. This is actually an interesting one. I never knew that this one was rare, but we've got now I'm here. This is the EMI 22561, and apparently it's gotten here August 74 #1, which is true. And there's also on the B side, it's got Lily of the Valley, which is the well, actually, there's a cut in the very beginning of the record. Actually, apparently the beginning is missed off this one, so that's kind of really unusual. This is the EMI. This is just the basic EMI release. Doesn't have any indication who did it. It's just basically the same as this. So that one. Then we've got the one that's actually in the frame at the corner, which you can't really see, but it's Breakthrough. Not what I'm going to say about that one really. Then we've got the international version of Driven by You. This is not the UK version, it's the international version. And you can tell by the fact that it's also part of the full label, and it is the EMI one as well. It's cool. This is the German import. Very nice indeed. I do like the resemblance to the old Polyphone label as well, which is nice. Excuse me. This is this one has not got any indication who did it, but as I understand, it is the same pressing plant that EMI produced this on, same vinyl plant they produced it on, and it's just very unusual that nobody actually had any indication who produced it really. So very interesting piece of vinyl, good one. Next one is another EMI. You're my best friend. Sound on this, the sound on this one is unusual. It sounds very, from my point of view, I don't know whether this is my mixer or anything, but it sounds very high density on this one. It sounds very, very weird. It's very high density on the A side. And we've got 39 on the B side as well, which is the full album version of it, which is nice. But no indication why it sounds high quality. It sounds really, really weird on it. It's pretty rare. That's EMI 2494. Next one we have is Guns N' Roses and Knocking on Heaven's Door. This is the This is the silver injected Geffen release. This is well, this is actually very interesting. Very interesting. This one. You would think that Geffen Records in the UK, sorry, MCA Records would have had their own pressing plant in the UK. Well, it didn't. So what? This one is interesting. Now this is being produced at EMI in Swindon, and it looks like the Geffen Records have actually mistaken this, because apparently there's crossouts on the matrix number. It says GFS 21 LP, no, L0101Q3. And then on this side it's got LP version and it's got GFS 21, but on here it's scribbled out at L0101. But apparently it says here LP 0101Q3. So it looks like to me that they were putting like the LP on that one and the live version of it on that one. The live version of this is edited. This is edited. Poorly edited actually. It's supposed to be 7 minutes 20 minutes long. They've chopped this down a lot on the vinyl version of it, and it's not really recommended, this one. It sounds at the very beginning of the record it comes on straight with the guitar part, but there's no beat, the drop beat in the middle of the record. There's no on there, and this is very unusual. So they've cut this down a lot on the record. So very big news about that. So they must have paid EMI a lot of money to get this out actually. So Geffen isn't actually involved in this release. It's actually EMI. So that is very interesting. Did sell a lot of copies on that one. And then this is now going to be the best one. I didn't even know I had this in my possession, but Mark, you should not have given me this one. You should have kept this in your possession, actually. Right. Now, I've never had a copy of Killer Queen, ever. I've never had a copy of Killer Queen ever on 7-inch single. Now, what I've just realised, and looking clean this today, this one, there is something about it which I have to say, Mark, you should never gave me this one, mate. This is the EMI 2229 version. Now, this is interesting. Now, if you look very closely on the label, if you can see it on there, there is nothing about Queen Productions Limited on this. Neither is it on the back. Now, if you go back to this one, to Your Best Friend, you can see the Queen's printed on that one, and Queen is on the other side of this one. But this Queen one is not printed anything. It's printed, it just says 1974. So this is the rarest one of the whole lot, this apparently. Flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist. Now, if you have heard it on the CD editions of the single collection, you may realise in my hand here I have the rarest mix of it on this vinyl, because at the very end of this track, the guitar part is on it, where it's backwards, and you hear Freddie's vocal on the end of it. But what I've realised is when I've listened to this one, is at the very beginning of it is actually this whole version of it is different to the album version. So if you remember the album version from Sheer Heart Attack, that segues into the other tracks. This is not the segue version. This version is different, but it sounds amazing on it. There is a bit of an edit, there is a bit of a cut on there, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the play of it. But this one is the rarest record that I've been given by Mark. And then, to be very honest with you, this is not a mistake. Now, I've often feeling that this is a rare one because there's no way 74, Trident Audio Productions, has to be on there. Obviously, but they owned it at the time. Queen did reissue this, and they own the rights to it. So Trident must have owned the rights to this one, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. So so this one I've been given as a mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in the EMI sleeve because it's better for it, and then the 39 one can go into this sleeve, which is there. So that is that's the 7 singles that I've received. I've got more. I have got more. So that one, I'd say that one's going to be standing over there as the rarest record I've received from Mark. That is just really nice of him. So I will probably sell that on Discogs for a good price of it, but well worth it for it anyway. So now we're going to come to these big ones, 12 singles and vinyls. Now, the first thing that a few things I actually got off Mark. Because he was just basically, he didn't want these anymore, and he said, "You have them, review them," and you know. So the first one I received was Rush, the live album, double LP, original double LP. This is the original. This is in mint condition, all the way to stage. This is the live album. This is one of their best live albums ever recorded in the 70s, and this for me is fucking spot on. I think it's definitely going to be a one that I can play now on vinyl. I don't have to have a digital download of it because digital download's been remixed apparently, and this is the authentic release of it, and that is nice of it. It's got a double album. It's been cleaned as well. It's brand new, good quality, smashing album. That really brilliant. And then we'll go on to UFO and Light Out album, and one of their best songs on here, obviously, is Too Hot to Handle. But it doesn't have a Doctor on this one, which is this is one of their 1975 albums, I think. Ron Neverson produced this one, and bloody good album indeed. Pete Schrinker groups on this as well. Schrinker, who's a guitar player, and on the Christmas label as well, brand new, really cool. Produced at Polyphone. Sorry, it's not. It's Polygram Limited. Polygram actually printed this one. So that's awesome. I have actually got all the UFO albums on digital download, but I don't need it on vinyl, to be very honest with you. Next one I've got is one of the albums I really, many years ago, when I said before, when I was collecting vinyl, I really want this album, but there have been many versions of it have been damaged. And this one, unfortunately, is unplayable. This is unplayable. It's obviously Starship with No Protection. It's one of their best albums of the 80s. It's obviously gotten It's Gonna Stop Us Now, which is obviously the single. It's also got It's Not Over Till It's Over, Be Patrol Children, I don't know why. But unfortunately, I can't play this because this is damaged. I thought it was clean. It wasn't. There's a huge, massive mud mark all over the record, and it sounds awful. It's not. So that's going to be a reject, I'm afraid. And then we have Blondie and one single of Sunday Girl. Very, not one of my favourite artists, I'm afraid. I'm not into Blondie a lot, but for what it's worth, it's alright. It's got the French version of a Sunday Girl on it as well. And on the back side, it's got a great group photo there of their, I'm not sure where that was taken actually, in America somewhere. But also, it was just a promotion for their 3 albums that came out. That last one being Auto American, which is their best work ever made. So the thing about this one is the grooves on this have been stretched out on this one to make for DJs, possibly for DJs' sake anyway, for what it's made for. And then on the B side, we've got like a song called "I Know But I Don't Know," which is which apparently was from one of I think it's from the first album. But I'm not a Blondie fan. I'm not a Blondie fan, but for what it's worth, it's all right. Now, on to the other ones we have. We have The Miracle. Yes, I finally have The Miracle on vinyl. But unfortunately, this isn't. Well, I cleaned it this morning, but it's not actually not that bad. Actually, it's all right now. Actually, it's not as bad as it is. But it's the vinyl edition of it. It's the DMM version by Kevin Metcalf. Basically, I haven't got it on vinyl, but now I've got it on vinyl. It's nice to have, which is really sweet. So, which is cool. This is the UK one, I think. Yeah, it's the UK edition. It is PCSD 109, 102, I think it's. Yeah, the UK one. So it's the UK edition of it, obviously, just as books on the UK one. The one that's most collectible is with the Q's down the side. That's the most collectible piece you can ever get. If you get hold of it, it's worth quite a bit for it. Now this next one, I already have this one, so this is going to be another one I can give away for free. So this is going to be I want it all Trump single version. Quality is this is not in good condition at all, but for what it's worth, it's still playable and it's still all right. But this hasn't been cleaned yet, but it will get cleaned soon anyway from it. But really, yeah, as I said, I've already got this one, so I might give this away. If anybody wants this one, let me know, because I am able to give it away to you guys. 2 more to go. Now, I'll do this one this time. Now I already have this album, and I have got another copy of it actually. But I'm glad I got this copy because my copy, my copy of Shove It, it's just the other side, the A side is just totally not playable. But now I've got another version of the Crosses Shove It album, sealed, not been opened. And Mark was telling me before that you've got to open this for the 30th anniversary when it comes out. Yeah, I will do that. And as I say, I love the American version of it because it's just brilliant. But as I say, I don't like my version I have. It's just terrible. It's really, really bad. I'm going to get rid of mine anyway. Replace it with that one instead, which is cool. But now, what we're going to come to now is we're going to come up with something really interesting that me and Mark had actually got this. We were checking out yesterday 7 versions of Sheer Heart Attack, and I have here what I understand is a version of this version of Sheer Heart Attack I've already got, but I was given this one because the reason is there's something interesting about, not about the cover, something about the vinyl itself, because it's interesting. This is the rounded version of the sleeve, same thing as always. Doesn't have copyright of the Queen, obviously, and it says GNL on it, which is probably the same as mine anyway. But here's the interesting about the vinyl version of it. This is really interesting. We've got a darker version of the label, okay, not reprint. What I understand is this is an original version of it, but what is interesting about this is, as I understand, this version is pretty rare. So because apparently this has got nothing. This version of it is not being identified on the matrix number. Nobody knows who cut it. And I'm really worried, and I'm really kind of skeptical. I'm wondering if this is a first press I've got, because Mark's got this as well, but he's got the longer intro of Brighton Rock on this one. This one, I'm not sure what it is because I haven't played it yet, but from what I understand, it's the Yax 4882 version and Yax 4881 version 3U, and it's just basically, it's got here C, A, and C and A, and that's it. but it doesn't have any indication who did it. It's just got a number. It's got a thing here saying TW/S. But this, no indication who did this one. No indication at all who pressed it. But this will be interesting to listen to, this one, I think. But it's a darker version of the EMI label, but Mark's got the longer version of sort of Brighton Rock on his, which is kind of interesting. And also, the other thing we checked out apparently was that some editions of this do not have this on. Some editions of Sheer Heart Attack don't have the Trident logo on it. So, because I think Queen were buying the rights back to this in 1973, 74. So, if you get a chance to have a look at the versions without the Trident logo on it, you know it's pretty rare. This one is very unusual. I mean, apart from the fact it's got something sit at the top, but it can be repaired. But this one, I would have to say that this is the rarest one as well. So, sound quality, don't know, but I'll get back to you about that, guys, and let you know what it sounds like. So that's the vinyls. That's all the singles and vinyls I got from Mark. Thank you very much again for the great weekend I had. Amazing stuff, and yeah, so that's cool. Right, now other things in the world of Queen. Interesting HMV. HMV. Yes, I was meant to say this on. Mark told me to say this on to here. Right. Okay. HMV, as you all know, I don't buy CDs anymore from HMV. I refuse to go to HMV shops because I don't like HMV, and I digital download all my music, which you all know, and it's legal and it's free. So there you are. But what I was very interested in, we went to HMV in Essex the Saturday afternoon, and Mark went inside to find out Greatest Hits 2 on vinyl has been re-released on an LP. But what we couldn't understand was we couldn't find Greatest Hits on vinyl. The Greatest Hits 1 and 2 be reissued on vinyl for the first time since the original came out, and it's nice that it came out on a double edition as well. Now it would be nice to see the Greatest Hits, obviously, for what they did. Now, I'm not sure if Greatest Hits, the packaging on it looks really lighter than the original. I've got the original darker version of it in my box, obviously. But what we couldn't understand was the reissue that brought out is actually, it's a little bit, the front cover could have been a little bit more darker, but saying for the re-release of it, it works out all right for it. It's the 2011 remaster that they've actually put on the vinyl. Yeah, I don't know if, I don't know if I'm speculating, I don't know if the version on the reissue is album or edit, because the CD version was edited. I'm not sure if the vinyl edition is the album versions of Queen, from Queen Greatest Hits 2, which I have in there. So I'm not sure if that is anything about it, but anyway, the point is that when we went into Essex, we were trying to find Greatest Hits. Apparently Mark was saying the Greatest Hits has been released today. Went into the shop. The girl on the checkout checked it out. They did have it in. They were supposed to have it in the shop. Apparently, they didn't receive their order. Apparently, so the order was down London, and then it was basically just c'est la vie, not in stock. So that was a bit meh for what it was anyway. It was a bit thingy for it. What I did actually see was the vinyl edition of Queen at the BBC, and the vinyl edition is as pointless. It's pointless really buying it. I think that the reason is that it's a little bit overpriced to buy the vinyl edition. And I don't think I was impressed with it at all. The vinyl set is not well recommended at all. I think the 6 CD set that people want to buy, I think that is the best you're ever going to get from it anyway. I mean, I have had second thoughts about that BBC. I don't like the BBC version anyway because, you know, we're not getting the full versions of the album. We're not getting anything full. We're not getting anything special. Basically, it's all right. But it would have been easier if we had more outtakes from the Gold Green live thing, obviously, which we had. But nobody decided to tell us that it was just pointless buying the vinyl edition, which we should have got the vinyl edition anyway. But the thing about the vinyl edition is it's just a little bit too pricey, and I don't really think it's recommended for people. If they have an option to reissue it and bring it out in a 5-album format, then that would be better. But they just can't be bothered at the moment to bring it out in a 5-format version. So the easiest option to do is stay safe with the BBC version from America, from the Hollywood Records release, and then come back with another version of the BBC Sessions as before. But it's just a lost cause. So up to you guys. If you want to buy the BBC Session, go ahead. If you want to waste money on £65 on it, go ahead. If you want to get the old version of the BBC Sessions, stick with that one. And stick with a vinyl edition. Because they're the best ones that were released anyway. The United States got a better version. The UK got a better version. Sorry, the USA version got it right. But as for them, yeah, it's kind of like, do you, you know, just what it is really, you know, sort of thing. So yeah, so that's kind of a roundup of Queen this time. So a few more things I've got to mention. There wasn't a lack of updates this month on Queensville, obviously, because I was busy for the past few weeks. I have had my whole schedule was just affected by so many people getting in touch with me, so many people wanted to do things and getting the time to edit videos, which was absolutely insane. I have put plans on hold now for everything until after Christmas, because I am needing a break now. So this is the last Queensville of the year that's going to be planned now. There's not going to be no more Queensville until after the Christmas now. So I want to wish you all guys a happy Christmas and have a great New Year. Next year, Queensville is going to be much more hands-on next year, and I mean that sincerely. There's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a few more things happening on Queensville, but outside of Queensville, there is been loads of talk that's been going around. There's been loads of people been approaching me apparently to come back and do some DJ back on Vaughan TV. Well, the thing is, people can't watch it on Vaughan TV because they can't use it on their iPad. So, I will be back on the DJ circuit again. I am back to normal now. I'm actually going to be staying at home now for the next couple of weeks because we've got the dog coming back. So that's why I kind of want to get Queensville done today, so I wouldn't be able to do it tomorrow when I've got barking and dogs in the way as well, which is cool. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to sell some more vinyls on Discogs, on my Discogs page, which is Sipitez. So you can also buy vinyls off me. So some of the vinyls that I've shown in this video, I may sell on the other channel, actually. So I might sell them on Discogs in the next couple of days and find out what's happening with that as well. I do have your messages, guys. I will get your messages very, very soon. I will. So I'll get to that in a second. What you saying, Mark? Hang on a minute. Why are you selling your Queen vinyl? No, I'm not selling them. The ones that I've got here, right, I'm not selling these ones. But I may later on. I'm not selling the ones in the box, but it's just some stuff here that's in bad condition. I can't get cleaned up, unfortunately, so some of them have to go. But some of the stuff like the Sheer Heart Attack one, the Cross one, though I want it all, that will definitely go on to Discogs. The Blondie one will go, and I think that's it really. So just 2 vinyls are going to go on there, but I'm not going to sell everything, so don't worry about it. I'm not selling everything. It's basically just going to be there. Right, let's see. Let's see. Gary Bryan. Let's see. Dylan Wise. He says, a 90 opera came out yesterday 41 years ago. Did it? Oh, nice one. Dylan, he says, I want the one at all. Email me at wisedylan@gmail.com. Okay. That's fine. I wouldn't mind. As I say, I think it's because the fact is that it's just what I want. I've already got a one at all anyway, so it's kind of like I don't want 2 copies of it, but it's nice to give me that anyway. But not really wanting to do anything with that one, I'm afraid. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment with it and stuff. So it's all good stuff. Right. Anyway, so I was saying before, I will be back. I will be getting back to, as I say, I'm going to be home now for a few weeks. So I'll be on a break, but I'm not going to have. I won't be having a lot of time to come on here all the time and do that. It's just a little bit for me really for it. Dylan says, "Why not do a giveaway for your subscribers?" I don't do giveaways. I keep away from that. I would just sell them on Discogs because it's just better for me, and I can just sell them on Discogs and do that. But these will not be sold. So these single releases will not be sold. These will stay with me. But probably will. I probably will keep the Miracle one. The Blondie one will obviously go. The Starship one will go because those three are kind of like just sitting there. They're not going to do anything for me at all. It's just meeting and stuff, which is just naff. But yeah, that's the situation. That's the situation we're going to do now. So we're going to basically just do that and see how it's going to work out with it. So we never know. Right. Okay. A few minutes before I leave you guys. Anyway, so thank you very much for this year. This year's been absolutely amazing. I can't say a big thank you to everybody, but I've got to say a big thank you to a few subscribers I've got to mention, because if you are a subscriber, you know where I'm coming from. The first subscriber is obviously going to be Mark. Mark's been the longest subscriber on the channel, and he seriously has done a great thing. He's just been really good. They've been through thick and thin, and he's been and he was just really amazing. So thank you, Mark, for everything you've just done this year. Has been fantastic. The second person, obviously the person who's not on Queensville anymore, he is now he's now gone. He's actually in his room, so he's there. Also, a few more subscribers are back who I haven't spoken to for a while, but I know he's still active, but he's doing well. To David, Leander, sorry things didn't work out, but that's life and shit happens anyway. Also want to thank Vaughan TV for giving me a chance to do Queen's Day, which was great, and it's absolutely really brilliant. It was good to do that actually. Gary's saying Queen on Air, I'm not getting it, it's crap. Yeah, BBC Sessions, I wouldn't bother with them because seriously the 6CD set is better, but to be honest the artwork just sucks bad, so it's just really, it's naff really, you know, it's just as it is, I suppose. Other people I want to mention also, thank you very much to the people on Facebook this year. You guys have been great. I am doing a few more streams on Facebook about way next week, so you will see me live with probably the dog again because the dog's going to be here. Thank you very much to everybody who approved my beard. My beard was a success, so it is staying. Where's Queen's Day? Queen's Day was actually in October because I couldn't do it in November because I was away. So we are. I have no plans actually to do Queen's Day this year. Honestly, because I haven't got the time. So no time at all this year. Sorry guys, but I'm going to try very soon to get another one sorted out prior to Christmas, so whenever we can sort things out. It's just because I've got my commitments for the next 2 months. Actually, next 3 months I've got commitments, I'm afraid. So unfortunately, there's going to be no Queen's Day at all until I sort it out. But I have got an Angry Penguin video. The Angry Penguin video that was sitting on that drive for over a few months. It's still sitting there, and I still haven't edited it yet. So I will get to it soon anyway. I will do it. So yeah. So there you go. But yeah, it was on Vaughan TV just this year gone, and I'm just gonna do that as well, which is cool. But as for the Freddie Mercury documentary that was happening on Channel 5, that thing was just amazing. That was really brilliant. So I have to say a big thank you very much to everybody who tuned in for that. I really think this stuff is cool. So we'll see how it goes anyway. I've just had a chat with Mark at the moment because Mark's watching this live, but he's just like, just giving me some pointers at the moment. It's like, ugh, sticky. But yeah, that's even interesting, isn't it? It's good. Right. I think that's it really. I don't have anything else to say, guys. That's it for me. So I am going to leave you now, and I'll be back after Christmas. So I'll see you guys after Christmas with another Queensville update. The next one will be probably in January. January the 6th. No, sorry, 6th. It's actually January the... I'm just trying to think where the next January, when the next one is. 10th of January will be the next Queensville event for this one, which is even better for it and stuff. So that's even cool. Right, okay. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Thank you very much for everybody tuning in. I have to say, big thank you very much to Mark, by the way, for the great weekend. It was amazing. I had a great time. I've just had an amazing year. It's been great. I think it's been a bit chaotic, but the edges, but I got there in the end. So don't forget, guys, check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Facebook Live when I'm actually going to be live on Facebook again. And then I will be back live doing another stream of this show, obviously, on thingy. But as for stream-wise, I don't know what's happening with the DJ stuff because, obviously, there's just so many things I've got on at the moment. So we'll see how it goes anyway from it. Right, guys, thank you for tuning in. See you guys next year. Until then, have a great Christmas and a great New Year. And I'll see you guys later. Till then, bye.